wouldn't have known if you didn't tell me.
She's on it.
She is on it like Sonic.
Always.
Yeah, I'm great, thank you. Just the weather has been a little bit too much on me, so I've been feeling a little bit tired, overtired, if anything. What about you?
The same. I mean, we're in the same country right now. We're on the same island, so it's the last 2 days. It's picking up big time.
I've been like this. Like, I don't want to lift a finger. Seriously.
I know.
So, what do you say? The topic that you just mentioned, remixing. You said.
Yeah. So.
Talk to me about it.
Talk to me. So remixing is. A lot of artists seem to think that remixing is simply just getting a different version of your song, specifically like a dance version of your song. And then that's it, sweep it under the carpet. But there's so many different aspects of why people remix their tracks. And that comes down to promotion and radio play and different audiences coming towards your music. So we just dive into the details of that so people can really understand why it's so beneficial to actually have a remixed version of a track or a single that you've just released.
Okay, so let's do this. Since it's your idea, you take the lead, you go first, you tell me why, you not just tell me, but tell everyone, why should an artist get a remix done of their song, and what kind of benefits does remixing have to it?
Yeah, I'll give you an example. I had a call with an artist just yesterday, and he had a plan to release his album, his first debut album, in the next couple months. And his plan was, it sounded okay. I did say to him, just slow it down a little bit, because he wanted to release, the mentality of the more you put out, the better. Whereas we always advise slow it down, one single, say every 3 months. But I also said to him, release your strongest track first, and then perhaps in the next month, release a remixed version so that you still have eyes and ears on that initial song, but now you're just reaching different audiences, and it's also more radio friendly as well. So it can also be used as a form of promotion and really good marketing to build your audience as an artist and towards your sound as well.
That's definitely correct. It's kind of saddening where not a lot of artists are aware of the fact that they're getting a remix done for your song, regardless which genre it is. It will open up a whole new door of opportunities and a massive new crowd, because now your song has been taken from its comfort zone and has been put into a different zone where you had never been before. You'd never you never footstep into this area. You never discovered it. You never tried to look for different areas of music. So you've taken a chance and you've gotten your song remixed, and then now a whole bunch of other people are listening to your songs, the different version, purely because they love that genre.
Exactly.
Whereas it's gone.
No, I was just going to say, I mean, when we have an artist that has done a remix with us, as well as they're doing a promo with us, you can see a big difference in the results that we get from the remix track versus the single by itself.
Oh, yeah.
And I find that very interesting, but just not surprising at all, because it just widens the audience hugely when you have the remix version of that track.
Definitely. And this is what we have been trying to tell people. It's like, yes, we charge an additional costs for remixing, but that isn't even the case, because we always ask you first, do you have a remix of your song? The first question. If the answer is no, can you get a remix done so you're going to have to pay us?
Yeah.
If the answer is no, again, we then provide you with an option. Would you like us to remix? It comes at this cost. But we first try to give you the chance to sort your things out yourself. Maybe you already have a remix. If not, maybe you can ask for a friend to get a remix for you so you don't have to pay. But then if the answer for both of them is no, then we provide you with a third option, which, hey, listen, we have this option. We charge some money for it, not too much, nothing unaffordable. You can definitely afford it. And with this amount that you pay, you're definitely getting a whole new service, a whole new system, and definitely this will be result in a different version of your song, which will then, like we said, you and I both said, will open up a new door for you and a new massive crowd, even if it's in UK garage, or if it's in techno, if it's in tech house, if it's in disco. You know, it has got, there are the potential over here is infinite. You can't really say what can happen, what will happen, but then when you open up a new door, there is a whole bunch of new opportunities waiting for you there. Then why are you afraid of opening the door? It's there, dude. If you're telling me this is my passion, I love making music, I've invested so much money into my equipment, but why the hell are you not investing in promotion?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And I find it quite interesting that when I do mention a remix to an artist, it is quite common for them to respond with, no, I don't want to change my sound. And you see what I mean? And I understand that perspective because, like I said, when you think of remix, you think, oh, you're going to turn my soul sound into an EDM tech house something. And an artist that I spoke with, he does have like a soul rap kind of sound to it. And he goes, I'm interested in a remix. And I said to him, what kind of sound would you want, just to dive into what he would want, because you always listen to the artist. And he wasn't sure, but I suggested, why don't we try like an ambient kind of vibe? And he jumped on that straight away. So it's adapting to your original sound. It's not, we're not a big label where we will say, cool, this is your sound, fuck that, we're going to do this instead.
Exactly.
It's understanding what you want and then adapting that, because that's the whole point of a remix. It's taking your track and then put it on coke and really like doing well with it, you know what I mean?
You know what I mean? But that's the thing. So you just said, I've got a lot of things lined up in my mind to say. One of the things that you just said earlier is that people, they say, oh no, don't change my sound, blah, blah, blah. So to my answer to those people, or not my answer, but my question to those people, do you really think you are better than Elton John? Purely because Elton John has recently had a remix or a collaboration with a DJ, which I forgot the name, but that song went freaking global.
See.
It went, I love it. I listen to it all the time. I love that freaking remix, or whatever you want to call it. But this DJ somehow, somewhere made the connection with Elton John and remixed his track, and they called their collaboration whatsoever. The guy did the whole job. Elton John sang. I love the guy. I respect him. You know, his voice is just out of this planet. But look at the song. Did Elton John say, oh, you're going to change my sound and turn it into something new? No. He said, fuck it, do what you like. And he did it. And probably he did put in he did put his 2 cents in, oh, I don't like this change, that. Cool. You are the owner, so you could still definitely do that. But look, he came up from his comfort zone and gone to a different zone. And look, that song made Elton John, he basically helped him increase his price again. And the DJ became well known. And look at it, both parties have benefited from it.
Yeah, exactly. Because you still have Elton John's sound. His unique sound is still in that remix.
Yes.
Which comes back to the point of, that's what makes a good remix, is adapting to the original sound and magnifying it and reaching a different audience. Because I know that there's so many people that would never listen to Elton John, never, not his original music. But the fact that that version now exists, it's widened his audience. And those people are now helping him earn more money.
Millennials. You telling me millennials are going to turn around and listen to Elton John's music from 80s, 70, whatever? No. But now they are, because of this remix. Yep. So now what happened? Elton John has managed to stay relevant. Now he's 20. In 2022, Elton John is fucking relevant. Do you know what I mean? And that
Exactly.
all because of that remix.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why it's so simplified when it comes to promoting your music, because if you have one single that you're very proud of, you want to keep putting that focus on that single. So say a month later, you put out a remix version, you adapt to that sound, you enhance that sound, and you reach a different audience. And that way you can look at promoting it in different angles that you didn't originally promote with the previous track. So it's constantly moving forward. And that's the whole point of promotion, because you can put a track out and then people expect you to be an overnight success, and that ain't gonna happen.
Do you know how much money they invested in promotion of that remix?
Little. Yeah, see?
It's just, I don't even want to mention it, but trust me, to give it the initial push, they
Yeah,
definitely invested some money in there.
you have to.
Definitely, some money has been invested, and people definitely press some buttons, they pull some strings.
Yeah.
But look at it now, though. Yes, you are Elton John. You're definitely 1 or 2 zeros ahead, 2 nil ahead. I mean,
Just a couple.
so just a couple of nils, yeah. But you are still ahead.
Yeah.
But then, still, some money has to be invested.
Huh.
And that song right now, when I listen to that song, I'm like, boy, I can just imagine myself in a cabrio in California by the sun, by the beach, sunset, and that tune is playing. I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
nah, that's a picture.
See, do you know what that reminds me? That a remix can also hit a different emotion within a listener. You see what I mean? And that's what captures new listeners, is when that different emotion is opened up with someone that would never have listened to Elton John or someone else.
Yeah. So what is your recommendation to the artists around the globe? What would you recommend? What would you tell them? And what would your advice be? How would you tell them to approach to the idea of getting a remix done?
The first thing would be ask a lot of questions, and whoever you are approaching for that remix, please make sure they are asking just as many questions to make sure that they're getting the right sound for you, for your artist project. But the most important thing would be to be open-minded, be really open-minded. Say if they suggest a sound that just does not sit right with you, then cool, you don't have to do it. But see what you can do to develop your original sound, because that is the key to what will take it to the next level.
Sounds good to me. Definitely. We talk about not a little, but we try to pinpoint out the main problems within the music industry and with the musicians alongside. But then I hope we are doing our best to sort of make points clear for people, and we want musicians to get over the barriers that are blocking them, preventing them from moving on in their careers, which is mainly financial problems. Hence why we are trying to, say, hey, here is a hand, take it, we'll do our best to help you, which is why our prices are so affordable, which is why we have so many returning customers, which is why we are doing good as a company, because we are delivering results, because we are affordable, and because we are keeping our promises and we are growing by the day.
Exactly.
Just last week, Jess Bays joined our promo. DJ, she's a massive name on Capital Extra, Capital Dance, and she said, yeah, send the promo straight away, and we have, and you know what I mean, we can't force her to play it, but she agreed upon receiving promos. That's something, and we're working on a daily basis.
Yeah, and our biggest thing that we say to everyone is we help open doors, because we can't promise that we'll guarantee radio play, but
no.
You have to know that nothing is guaranteed, especially in the music industry when it comes to getting your music out there. It's about the right hands and the right timing as well.
Definitely. Would you have anything else to add to the topic?
I think that's a good note to end it on. What do you think?
Definitely. I believe so as well. I believe so. That is it. And it was definitely a good topic. We talked about it enough, I believe. Until next time. See you guys later.
Bye.